Hello, my friends, and welcome to the final episode of the Million Pound Mission podcast. It is your buddy Adam, the PhD, the previously heavy dude, and this is episode 375. I've been talking about it, and this is indeed the final episode as the Million Pound Mission podcast. In this episode, I'm going to thank you guys. I'm going to tell you what I got cooking for the next chapter of my podcasting journey with this podcast feed that you are currently on, and what it's all going to be about. First, I got to give the shout out. I got to give the shout out to my good friends at KetoBrick.com. Final week of their sponsorship with this show, as it's known as the Million Pound Mission. So check them out, KetoBrick.com. 1,000 calories of perfect macro keto nutrition. I recommend the toasted almond coconut flavor. That's the one my family and I are jamming on right now. That's what I put in little Miss Hannah's kindergarten lunchbox, and she loves it. So check them out. Use the promo code MPM, as in Million Pound Mission, for the chance to win a free month of bricks. So check them out. KetoBrick.com. All right, friends. I've been getting some notes from you guys. We've had some conversations. Some people have dropped off the feed because they feel like, oh, this is coming to an end. So I'm going to reveal all. I want to make sure we have some closure with this show, and I'm really excited to let you know what I've got coming next. So first things first, if you're subscribed to this feed, you don't have to do anything to find out what my new show is coming next week. It'll show up actually on Wednesday of next week. That'll be a shift from Monday to Wednesday. Wednesday of next week, you will automatically have the new show popping up. So you won't have to do anything. You'll notice a new logo, a new title, and all that good stuff. That'll actually happen this week at some point. So you might come in and see the new logo pop in there, and that's just the transition happening. And of course, like first things first here, I want to say thanks to you guys. I know that there are a lot of you, like an impressive amount of you that have listened to every single episode, from the first episode when this show was known as the Transformation Coach.me podcast with terrible audio and like these like shotgun sounds that were blowing people's earbuds out and things like that I thought were cool sound effects. Like 4.5 years ago, I started doing that, and so many things have changed all the way around since I spoke those first words into my microphone and started figuring out this podcasting thing. So I want to give thanks and gratitude to every single one of you, whether this is the first episode you've ever listened to or if you listen to every single episode. I started podcasting because I felt like I needed to say things, and I had things and experiences that I could share that would help other people. That was the whole thing. I feel like I had things to say. I needed to get it out there. I knew that people would benefit, and I just wanted to see what would happen from there. I'd flip on the mic, record it. I actually had 7 episodes recorded before I even knew how to get them on Apple or anything. I'd ask one of my friends, like, how do you do this? How do you connect it? I've got it on my computer. How do I get it up on Apple? So like I started producing content first. It was a ready, fire, aim approach for sure. And that was back in like late 2015, early 2016. So very grateful to all of you that have shown support of the show, that have said, hey, this is making a difference. Sent me an email or sent me a message on Instagram, been like, hey man, this is what I needed to hear today. So I started feeling like this journey, this part of my podcasting journey was coming to an end earlier this year. I started putting out solo episodes where I didn't feel like I was all the way into it. Like I felt like I had said what I needed to say. I kind of had that Forrest Gump moment, like, in the movie Forrest Gump, where he'll be telling a story and then he'll kind of come to an end and go, and that's all I want to say about that, or that's all I have to say about that. And that's kind of how I came to a feeling when I did my last solo episode, which was several weeks ago. I felt like, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Like, I don't feel like I have anything else to add from my own transformation perspective, from people that I'm talking to. I felt like, yeah, this is a good time. Let's transition. And I had some ideas that I wanted to explore. So I started reaching out to my friends, Vega, Sikes. I'm like, hey, I got an idea. I'd like to make a little transition. I'd like for you guys to be involved. Here's the pitch. Here's how I want to kind of niche down a little bit and serve a more specific audience. What do you think? And they were all about it. And like, these are two of my best friends in the world, and they're people that I count on for moral support, business support, positivity, and friendship. And they were all about it. So I was like, all right, let's kick around some ideas. And we have something very special that I'm excited to bring to you. So the show, let's talk about like what's happening next. So the show is going to transition, and we're going to change the name. We're going to niche down, which means getting a little bit more specific with what we're talking about. And it will be known as the Low Carb Hustle Podcast. So we're going to serve the low carb space, which is where we're all really involved in. That's where I know a lot of you are already there. I know some of you aren't there, and this is going to be like, well, this might be the end of our podcasting connection journey, because that's just not a place that you want to go. And I get that. I 100% get that. I respect that. And I'm grateful for the time that we spent together. But for those of you that are in that space, like, we're really going to serve people who want to optimize their low carb lifestyle. We're also going to serve people who want to become entrepreneurs or influencers in the low carb lifestyle. We're going to talk about business a little bit, along with our tagline is get lean, get strong, get paid. So we're going to talk about all that stuff. We're going to talk about what's working with our low carb nutrition. We're going to talk about what's working with our fitness regimen, our routine, our quest to get strong and lean. We're also going to talk about what's working with business, like what's happening on Instagram, how we're increasing our influencer status, how we're growing our audience, what we're doing with podcasts, what's working with sales. And when we interview somebody, all those topics are on the table as well. So I think it'll provide unique perspective. I'm very excited about it. Danny goes, we're going to make podcasting fun again. And I believe that. Like, it's time for me, for 375 episodes, I feel like the one area of my personality that it might be my favorite part of my personality, I haven't been able to really show it off on this show, because we're dealing with serious topics. Like, people are kind of driving the struggle bus with their weight and weight loss. And again, I feel like I've served that audience for 374 episodes, and this is a transition. But I feel like the aspect of my personality that I haven't been able to shine through this is, like, I love to laugh. I love to have a good time. I love to tease people. I love to make other people laugh and smile and joke around a little bit. And I feel like I can show that off a little bit with this format that we're creating with Low Carb Hustle. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to unleashing my total Adamness with that show, unfiltered, not holding anything back at all, full on honest opinions, full, honestly, authentic, being my damn self. I'm really excited about that. That feels really good just to say that even. So I would love it if you guys would keep the feed going here, keep that subscribe button active, and check out a few episodes. We got some exciting things. The format is going to be interesting. So Danny and Robert and I are getting together once a month for like a big marathon recording session. We're going to record all of our episodes within a couple of hours, like 3 hours, and that will be a month's worth of content. So the first episode each month will probably be what I would call a solo, in air quotes, because it's just Danny and Robert and myself talking about getting lean, getting strong, getting paid, like what's working, what's not working with our health, with our nutrition, with our fitness, with our business. And that will be like a 45-minute-ish episode. Then we're going to invite a guest on and have a conversation about things that are topical in the space, and it's going to be a lot of fun there. We have some great people lined up for our guests. The third week will be community Q&A. So community question and answer. We're bringing you in. We're going to record the session. Ask us whatever you want to ask us about, nutrition, fitness, or being an influencer or entrepreneur in the low carb space. We'll give you our best stuff and free community Q&A. And then this is the part I'm most excited about, because I really feel like I'll get to kind of like screw around and have fun and just be lighthearted. The last episode of each month is what we're calling the Low Carb Game Show, where we're actually doing a game show. We have sponsors that are going to donate prizes for each level of the game show, and we're going to give away a ton of stuff. So people that attend the community Q&A, one person will be selected randomly to participate in the Low Carb Game Show, and they're gonna have the opportunity to win like $1,000, $2,000 worth of prizes, and low carb companies donating as sponsors, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Like I'm gonna be able to embarrass Robert and Danny, which is one of my favorite things to do. And we're going to have awesome questions, and it's unique. Like no one's ever done this, especially in the health and nutrition space. So it's going to be very edutaining. Like I'm going to educate, we're going to entertain. It's edutainment at its finest. So that will be a lot of fun. But I want to connect with you guys. I want to pull you in. I want to simplify this. And just from like a business perspective, one thing I've learned from the different shows that I've launched, and now this will be like my 4th show that I've launched, it's the power of the niche, like going deeper into a subtopic. That is, this is what I do full time. I don't own a gym anymore. I don't have any other source of income other than putting podcast content out there and monetizing that either through sponsorships or through offers that I can sell to the people that are listening, and like coaching and courses and things like that. And when I've niched down, that has been way more effective. So from just like a putting food on the table from my family perspective, this is an important move for me to make. And the ability to niche down in the low carb space, to bring in great low carb influencers like Danny and Robert to co-host and have this show together and build this new ecosystem. It's a great opportunity in a lot of ways, including financial for me. And that's something like a lot of us have seen financial struggles this year in 2020. And this is a way for me to ensure financial stability for my family. And that's a big deal. So, and I say that, authentically and honestly, I put that out to you guys because I feel like we have that type of honest relationship, especially all you that have been listening to me way back from when I almost quit the show back in episode 52 and every twist and turn along the journey since then. So very excited about this. It's what's in my heart. It's where I want to go. I feel like if you give it a chance, you're going to like it. and we're going to have a lot of fun along the way. So that's what's happening. That's what's happening next. That's why this show is transitioning, and it's not an ending. This isn't a goodbye. This is I'll see you in a new format next week. So the game plan again is every Wednesday we'll put out our episode with Low Carb Hustle. It'll be in this feed. You don't have to do anything as far as unsubscribing or resubscribing or anything. It'll just show up. You'll probably see the logo change here in the next few days. I will be changing my Instagram handle as well to complement our new brand. And, if you guys, I've got a new website. If you guys want to connect, it's lowcarbhustlepodcast.com. That's where you'll be able to sign up for our community Q&A sessions. We're going to do those once a month. So you can enter your info in there and get the calendar link to hop on there. We'd love to have you. We would definitely want to connect with you all. And people have asked me if I'm going to still do my coaching, like my nutritional coaching, my transformation coaching, my weight loss coaching. The answer is yes. I haven't figured out how I'm going to promote that yet, but it's definitely still happening. I'm taking clients. The prices are going up a little bit because my roster is getting super full, but I'm having a blast with it. And a lot of my current clients are like, you're ending the show. Are we not going to be able to be clients anymore? I'm like, hell no, you ain't getting rid of me. Like, I love doing that. I love doing the transformation coaching. I love, letting people kind of plug into my energy in that format and being able to help people to my best ability. So that's not going anywhere as well. So yeah, that's the basic rundown. If you have any questions about this, if you have any memories of the show, if you have any fond thoughts or whatever, I'd love for you to, let me know. You can email me, you can share it out on Instagram, and you'll be able to find me in all those spots that you normally find me. So I appreciate you guys. Wrapping it up one last time, I will encourage you to own it every meal, every workout, every day. Thank you so much, my friends. I'll see you with a brand new podcast and a brand new format with some brand new friends next week.